Hi, Andy Biggs here from Arizona's 5th Congressional District. I wanted to do an explainer video just to relate. I voted no on the rule which would have allowed us to vote on the Department of Defense appropriations bill. Now, there's some important things to note. First of all, we can bring that rule up again tomorrow. We could go every day and bring the rule up anytime we want, which would allow us to vote for that Department of Defense spending bill. But here's the thing, and we're supposed to be doing a package of 12 spending bills. We're supposed to do that every year. And we have been fighting, and this leadership, the Speaker himself, Speaker McCarthy, told us and promised us in January we would do 12 spending bills, and that they would have a top line number. And that top line number would be $1.471 trillion for discretionary spending. Well, here we sit, and they haven't even written all of the 12 bills. But they keep dripping out these appropriations bills, trying to make us look bad and vote on bills that we probably otherwise would vote for, like DoD funding. But they're trying to make us look bad and put us in a corner because they haven't done their job. So a number of us said, look, your reputation for truthfulness is bad. So let me give you an example. On the debt ceiling deal, you may recall that they said that they were going to do this debt ceiling. So the House passed a bill of $1.5 trillion increase in the debt limit over an 8-month period. I voted no on that because I think that's irresponsible. But nonetheless, that was what the House did. And then when Mr. McCarthy, the Speaker, went over to the Senate, he came back with a different package altogether. And that package said no debt ceiling. In other words, there's no cap on the amount of debt till after the next general election, if you can believe that. And what that boils down to is many, many Republicans voted no, and the Democrats carried that bill across the line. So there's a trust factor here. So when the Speaker puts a bill on the floor for Department of Defense, and he says, you can trust me, we're going to get down to that spending level, when I've actually met earlier in the day with members from our own conference who say they're never going to go down to that spending level, I don't believe that we're hearing the truth again. And I don't want to hold the military hostage. That's not what we're trying to do. We're simply saying, give us all of the spending the way you promised you'd do, and let us see all of those and know how much we're really spending. Because if we keep increasing, which, by the way, this Department of Defense bill does actually increases spending, if we keep increasing the spending, then we'll never get down to a more reasonable level, which will put us on the road to maybe one day, getting out of our deficit and our national debt, which sits at our national debt sits at just about $33 trillion today. So these are the reasons why myself and several others voted no on that. Don't be surprised if you see that bill come back up before the end of this week. I'll keep you posted.